Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monsters of the Past. As always, I'm your host, Mr. G, and today I'm here with a brief episode to talk about a dinosaur with weird stubby hands. In fact, it's a dinosaur whose arms are even more embarrassing than T-Rex. Oh, and by the way, it's not an Abelisaur. It's the one and only Mononykus. Mononykus means single claw, and it was a member of the Alverasaur family. It was most likely an insectivore, and it lived during the late Cretaceous in Mongolia. Mononykus was tiny, being only about 4 feet long, and it was not very tall. One thing immediately noticeable is the fact that instead of hands, Mononykus had weird spikes where its hands should go. This was a common trait amongst Alverasaurs, with them having single claws instead of hands. And if they did have hands, they were almost entirely vestigial. Most scientists think that these claws were used to break things open like termite mounds, and if that was the case, then that would mean that they were probably insectivores. One thing about Mononykus that had been debated for a while is if it and other Avelisaurs were true dinosaurs or if they were primitive birds. Please note that this was before birds were considered to be dinosaurs. This is mainly due to them possessing bird-like features such as fused wrist bones. However, this debate nowadays is considered to be over, since most paleontologists agree that Mononykus was not a bird and was definitively a dinosaur. Although, like I just said earlier, birds are dinosaurs, so even if it was a bird, it wouldn't really matter. One last thing to note is that it used to be spelled Mononykus, but with a CH instead of a K, but they had to change it because that was already the name of a beetle, so they had to change the CH to a K in order for it to keep its name. Yeah, names can be weird like that. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's look at the card. Holy crap, it has feathers! They finally gave a dinosaur feathers in this series. I am so proud of you, Monsters of the Past. You finally did it. I am proud of you. But anyway, this card is mostly talking about the dinosaur-bird debate with Mononykus, which, as I said earlier, is a debate that is nowadays basically over. Also, they did give it feathers, but they gave it an incorrect amount of feathers. Like, they gave it like an overlay, but it had more feathers than this. Also, they claimed that Mononykus had a beak, as in a bird-like bill. This is inaccurate, as it had a snout like most other theropod dinosaurs. Yeah. So, overall, I give this card a 7 out of 10. Now let's look at Mononykus' very few pop culture appearances. And when I say that, I mean the only two I could find are in the Jurassic Park game Park Builder, and the Walking with Dinosaurs spin-off Chased by Dinosaurs. That's all for this episode of Monsters of the Past. Join me next time when I talk about... Wait, what's next? Chasmosaurus. What? How am I supposed to talk about that? I already talked about Triceratops, and I already talked about Styracosaurus, and I do not want to have to make another Carcharodontosaurus video. But then again, does anyone even care about Chasmosaurus? I mean, it's not like a bunch of Chasmosaurus fans are gonna tackle me out of nowhere and they're gonna, like, abduct me or something. Bink! Mr. G? Mr. G! Oh no, he got knocked out! Oh no, I gotta get out of here!